Hello, welcome to ThinkGeek This Week. I am Bianca.
And I'm Chris.
And thank you so much for joining us. We are back after a lot of adventures in PAX and over there on the West Coast, and we are in the Halloween spirit this week. We are joined also by Hellboy Timmy, and we have a lot of really exciting stuff to go over this week. Some news, lots of news actually, as well as some really cool product that we have released. First, let's talk about what everyone is really here for, which is that free stuff alert that I put right in the description. We are giving away 3 really awesome things today on the stream. There should be a link in the description for a form that you can fill out. Just put your name and info there so that we can contact you after if you win. We will be announcing the winners live at the end of the podcast. You can see us. This is a video web show. At the end of the web show, and we'll be announcing then, so you will find out live if you're a winner what we are giving away. I'll take this one.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Actually, no, I don't like touching her because I do think that she is very haunted. But this is Annabelle, who we will get into more. Oh boy. Oh, she's so lifelike. I do believe that she's harbored by an evil spirit. But we are giving away Annabelle right here. She is a prop replica from The Conjuring and Annabelle, her namesake movie. As well as these 2 DC Bombshell vinyl figures. We've got Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy over there. ThinkGeek exclusives. In fact, Harley Quinn is a Comic-Con ThinkGeek exclusive, so these are very rare, very limited edition. We'll be giving them away at the end of the show, so make sure you sign up with that link in the description.
People love those at Comic-Con.
They did love them at Comic-Con, and now you can take her home with you and her canonical best friend / girlfriend, Poison Ivy.
Everyone says hi. Everyone's saying hi.
Hello
Hi,
everyone. I will be following along with comments here on my trusty iPad. So if you guys have any news that you think we didn't cover, or you have some comments about what we did cover, write them in there. We'll be checking periodically to respond to your questions, comments, concerns. Just let us know. Also,
do you think people have concerns?
I really hope not, but I mean, yes.
And are we prepared to handle their concerns?
No.
Better
question. The answer is no, but we will try, and you can watch that. Also, I want to give everyone a little closer look at Hellboy Timmy here. That is because, boy, we have some Hellboy news for you. We'll get into that in a second. But this is actually made by Sent from Mars. She's on Twitter at tweeted from Mars. She made this amazing Hellboy Timmy. In fact, she deconstructed a standard Timmy doll and rebuilt him from scratch in red and gave him some abs and some beautiful horns here. He is carrying a sign that says Hellboy 3, I will never give up on you ever. We support that message here at ThinkGeek, and we're very happy that he's joining us here. And we're sort of in a festive spirit today.
Were you going to talk about Hellboy at all, or?
Well, yeah, we are going to talk about Hellboy.
Oh, okay, not yet.
But I wanted to talk about our own clothes because we launched the Halloween shop here at ThinkGeek. We're in a spooky spirit here. Oh, what do you have? You have I Wish It Was Friday.
There it is. Yeah, that's much better.
I hate to break it to you, it is Friday today.
That's
right
right.
now.
Yes. So I'm living a lie.
It's an ironic shirt, and we love those here. You know that.
Wish granted.
Wish granted. Do you think it's too early to celebrate Halloween?
I don't think it's ever too early.
You don't think it's too early?
No. Let's just go year round.
Look,
why do we even break?
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Why even
Every
stop?
day.
Every day you should be in costume always. I am wearing the glow-in-the-dark kitty skeleton dress. It's really cute and really comfy, and it glows in the dark for that extra spooky specialness.
And safety when you're trick-or-treating.
And
that could be the difference between life and death.
It could be. This dress will save your life.
People may have concerns about that.
No, I mean, that was a great advertisement for the product, really.
Yeah.
This dress will save your life, guaranteed.
Well,
maybe.
Guaranteed asterisk.
Yeah, guaranteed asterisk. And then we'll get a message from our legal department that says, why did you do that? Stop.
Those would be the concerns.
this just in. Stop.
This just in. Stop right now. I don't think it's ever too early to start celebrating Halloween, especially pumpkin spice lattes are out. If you haven't picked one up yet, highly recommend it. I had my first one of the season yesterday, and I'm in that fall space now. And it's time for Halloween and candy and pumpkins and spookiness. And that's why we have this haunted doll over here that you could win by entering our giveaway. Let's talk about Hellboy.
I thought we already did.
No, we didn't, because I did forget that we needed to talk about Halloween.
Okay, got it.
All right, so we're going to segue right into Hellboy. Hellboy Timmy is joining us because Mike Mignola, the artist behind the Hellboy comics, yesterday on Twitter released our first look at the new revamped live-action Hellboy that's being played by David Harbour from Stranger Things. Now, I know that there are a lot of Ron Perlman Hellboy fans. I do notice that Aaron is peeking Hellboy over the top of my head right now, which is an A+ effect.
We're back.
This new Hellboy looks really awesome. I know there are a lot of Ron Perlman Hellboy fans out there. We're big fans of the original Hellboy as well. But look, we will take Hellboy in any new package we can get it in. We just want more of that super awesome demon man, who also apparently now is really chiseled and buff and a little bit hot in a confusing way.
I mean, was he not before?
Like, don't get me wrong, big Ron Perlman fan, never got that vibe though. This one,
speak for yourself.
I'm
sister.
all okay.
Yeah, I mean, you did make an arts and crafts project that I would like to share.
I
with the
did
class.
make an arts and crafts project for everyone at home. It is a beautiful interpretation of my feelings about that picture that I saw yesterday.
I wish I could see this right now.
Let me just paint you a beautiful word picture. So it is the Hellboy preview that we saw yesterday, but we did add a lot of GIF sparkles and like kissy faces
like a
over top.
MySpace comment, like
yes,
thanks for the ad.
And it does say in the top right. Aaron, remind me what it says in the top.
It does say the cutest girl in the world, me.
Yes.
Yes, I can see it all right here.
So I did make that beautiful art project for everyone at home. You're welcome. I know that that's how you wanted to spend your day today, is looking at that. I'm happy to provide that service for you. But for all of you that may have been offended by that image, one, not really that sorry, but I'll say it just in case. Sorry about that. And also, I hope everyone's really excited about the new Hellboy that's coming out. We don't have a date yet, but from this look, it seems like it's going to be really cool. So I'm excited. What do you have for us?
I think we're going to talk about the new iPhone.
New iPhone stuff. Very exciting.
So I didn't actually watch the announcement this week. What was it, Tuesday?
Yeah, the 12th.
Yes.
So maybe...
I was doing work, like working people do.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're just going to throw a little shade here on the show today. That's fine.
I have a job where I do work during the week.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Yeah, excuse us over here.
But I tried to catch up after the fact. So it looks like we've got 3 new phones coming. The iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and 10.
Yes.
But written X.
Yes.
This is Roman numeral.
You heard it here first. Definitely not here first. But it is the iPhone 10, not X. We did our research.
That's right. Well, research is a very strong word. So let's see. So these are coming shortly.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no. We have audio.
Why did you
No,
do this?
it's fine. Look, I'm just trying to get your comments while he tells you about the iPhone, so keep going.
I feel like there are other ways of learning about the iPhone that may have already happened for people, so I thought it might be interesting to skip through. So maybe I'll just read some of the notes. So portrait mode seems like it's rolling out. I mean, that was on the 7 Plus, but seems like it's rolling out of beta to the 8 Plus and the X, the ones that have the 2, or 10, the ones that have the 2 cameras, which is cool. I'd like to skip through some of these things just to talk about some of the really cool stuff.
Sure, just skip on over all the things that I wrote down.
I appreciate all of the notes that you wrote down, Bianca.
Cool.
The ones that really jump out to me...
Oh, you're going to cross them out. That's harsh.
I wouldn't do that. But I think the, what do we call it? QI?
Key? Hey.
Chi, I think?
I think it might be Chi, but
Did
you know what?
Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, did they say Chi or Key?
They did say Chi.
Okay, let's go with Chi then.
All right, Chi. But if we're wrong, tell us in the comments. We'll know. Also, whoever asked for a poster of that amazing art that I did, we're going to work on that. We're going to get that license if it's the last thing that I do.
We'll get right on that. So I think that the Chi is an interesting development, the wireless charging. I mean, I know it's been out there on other phones, but bringing it to an iPhone that is such a popular device, I mean, for me, that's a big one. What were some of the other ones that I wanted to talk about? Oh, the Face ID, of course, on the iPhone 10.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting. I mean, I feel like we just made the jump to, biometrics
Right.
at all. Like, we just got the fingerprint, 2 years ago?
It wasn't that long ago. My most recent phone was the first time that I'd had it.
Yeah,
So
I only got it
Canon-
1 year ago, but I want to say it came out 2 years ago. But that's quite a jump to, to what they're calling Face ID. So unlock your phone with your face. Kind of cool.
So you
Feels
put your
like-
phone onto your face.
Yeah, I think you have to balance it. Yeah.
And it memorizes your face print.
I think it weighs your head.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow, that's some new technology.
Yeah, so it's head weight.
Okay, based on your face print head weight combination.
Yeah, do not
Now,
touch
is that
your hair.
feature coming to my iPhone SE?
It's already there. Just
It's
walk
already
around
there. Just
like a
please, right now, put your phone onto your face. It will unlock.
hat.
She is doing it.
That's great.
It unlocked for her, so you should try it at home.
So I think that's pretty cool, Face ID. I'm kind of excited about that. I mean, it's not that big of a hassle to use my thumbprint, so I don't know that this is like light years ahead, but I feel like this is one of those things where once we're using it for simple unlock, then aren't we just, a couple of steps away from having cooler technologies to use the Face ID with? What else are we going to be able to do with that, which I think is pretty cool.
I feel bad for the A11 Bionic chip, which is the new chip that's in all iPhones, that's going to be analyzing my face every time I look at it 10,000 times a day, because I am not always going to, do it nice from a good angle. It's just going to be like...
Side eye.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's just going to have to look at my, very unimpressed, somewhat annoyed face at least 1,000 times a day.
So I think also you were telling me that, about animojis?
Yes. So the new iPhone X has that really awesome camera feature where it basically uses almost like the dot motion capture on your face to create a map of your face, which is what it uses for Face ID, but it also uses that technology for what they're calling animojis, which basically makes your face into an emoji. So as you say things, the mouth moves, and you smile and it smiles, you frown and it frowns. And that's very cool just from a futuristic technology standpoint. But also, you can be a talking poop. I know that that's your favorite emoji. You do text it to me about 8 times a day for no reason. But now
I just send fire.
Yeah, but
fire,
now fire poop. I still don't know what that is. But you're really into it.
And what would you guys say to the claims that Android has had these features for 3 to 7 years?
So here's the thing. You're probably right. That's sure. I don't know for sure if you're right because I've had an iPhone since the original, but...
Yeah, so I don't really... That doesn't bother me. I'm pretty cool with... all of these technologies are so cool. I don't get into the, my phone's better than yours or whatever. I mean, they're all amazing, so it feels like a big waste of effort to be talking about who had what when. I think it's great that we have 2 competing operating systems.
Lots of options.
Yeah, and also just to push each other. I love the idea of competition where, some of these features probably wouldn't have come to the iPhone if not, sort of proven technologies elsewhere or proven that there was a market for it.
Absolutely.
And all that. So I'm cool with all that. That's fine. I don't take the hate there.
Yeah.
Stop trying to start stuff, Aaron. God, you're not gonna get me riled up on a Friday.
It's a big claim to be this is the phone of the future, but I think it's more like phones of the future. They're all pushing that boundary, and
it's amazing.
It's just cool to watch.
Yeah. So you said you had the original iPhone?
I did, all the way back when I had the original iPhone 10 years ago.
You were 6?
I was not 6.
Your parents were.
I was 16.
Okay, fair.
And I was entering high school. I got an iPhone. In fact, it was I think it was called the iRock, but correct me if I'm wrong, and it was basically an iTunes phone on... I think it was made by Motorola, and it was before Apple made their own phones, and they had an iTunes branded phone. It did have a joystick right there in the middle, and you could play awesome games like Cube Boy and Snake on it with your little joystick. And all I'm saying is, hey, you got rid of the home button. I can respect that move forward in technology. Maybe bring back that giant joystick that was right in the center of the screen.
So I did not have the first iPhone. I was in the BlackBerry world at that point.
Oh, you were. With all those little...
BlackBerry was hot right then. Yeah, I had the Curve, which had a little ball.
Did you have a Palm Pilot?
I had an iPad.
Oh, no.
What is
You
that?
wouldn't even know. Like, Compaq made I always wanted the Newton when I used to get, I don't know,
even know what those things
Macworld
are.
or whatever it was, some old Apple magazine. I think it was Macworld. And I always wanted Apple's Newton, but I couldn't afford it. And then Compaq came out with something called the iPAQ, IPAQ.
Oh, of course not.
No, why would you be anything else?
Yeah.
Which I was not a huge fan of Compaq, but that was my first sort of handheld. But the Blackberries were solid. I made the jump at the 3GS to the iPhone, and I haven't looked back since.
We're clearly both early adopters of cool technology, so we're both excited about where things are going.
Absolutely.
Also, at the iPhone event, there was a really cool announcement from That Game Company, which is one of my favorite design studios. They made the game Journey, they made the game Flower, and also Flow. Those are all really amazing games if you haven't played them. Journey is my favorite game ever. So I highly recommend you play those if you haven't, but they're coming out with their first new game in many, many years. I'm really excited. They announced it at the Apple event, and for the first time, it's a game with a timed Apple exclusive, and that means that it's only going to be available on Apple TV, iPhones, and iPads for some set amount of time, and then it will be available everywhere. It's called Sky, and it very much reminds me of Journey, except it's in the air, and also maybe there's co-op more so than there was with Journey, where you just encounter people in the world. Maybe you can play with your friends at the same time. We don't have many details on what the game actually entails, but we're looking forward to hearing more from That Game Company, and it was really cool to see video games take such a center stage at what is generally more of a tech event.
Right.
So it's really cool to watch that.
Want to talk about Star Wars?
Let's talk about the other big news of the week, and that is that J.J. Abrams is returning to the helm of Star Wars for the latest Episode 9. So we had J.J. Abrams directing Star Wars when it was rebooted for The Force Awakens, right? And then for The Last Jedi, which is coming out this December, which of course we're all very excited for.
Woo woo!
Woo woo! That was directed by Ryan Johnson. We're pretty sure it's Ryan and not Rian, but
In
we're
my
not.
head, I always
It's
say
Ryan.
like Rihanna.
It's Ryan.
No, it was Rihanna.
I say Rihanna
That was
in my
it,
head,
yeah.
but I'm pretty sure it's Ryan.
Okay, Ryan Johnson is the director of The Last Jedi, which is coming out in December, and then next episode, Episode 9, which doesn't have a title yet, will be J.J. Abrams directed again, and J.J. Abrams will also be co-writing it along with Ryan Johnson and a host of other Star Wars names that we all know. So I personally am excited. I loved The Force Awakens. I know that there's some controversy around that. Some people feel some way, some people feel the other, but I think that's pretty standard for any Star Wars movie that's so popular, you know.
Yeah.
You're not gonna please everybody, but I personally think that it was awesome. I loved its return to the big screen. I thought it was respectful of the original trilogy and everything that came before it. So
I feel like if there's another Death Star, I may give up at that point.
But
I also like The Force Awakens. The part that I liked the least was the parts that felt a little bit too repetitive, not just not just a nod to the history, but like pretty dead on. That was my least favorite part of it. But overall, I did enjoy it, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do with it again. I feel like there can't be any more
no more Death Stars
like planets or moons
but
or anything.
what if they steal the plans?
Oh no.
And then they just build a new one.
I would, yeah, that's my...
What if it's like a rehab show and they're just building up the old Death Star? They're rehabbing it, they're going to flip it on the space
and putting
market.
in like, what's this stuff called? Like ship something?
Shiplap.
Shiplap, yeah.
Yeah,
shiplap all over Death Star.
Yes, it's
Death
just going
Star
to...
fixer-upper.
Death Star Fixer-Upper. We're going to cover the whole thing in shiplap. Everything's going to be whitewashed. We're going to have some nice farm accents.
I can't
straight
wait.
from Tatooine.
I can't wait.
And it's going to be great.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited for Last Jedi and Episode 9 and, you know, the Han Solo. You know, I'm excited for all of these. But I do hope they sort of tread some new ground.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Between the movies and what's now called Legends, what was the Star Wars Extended Universe, like, there's just a lot of those stories have been told and read and reread. I'm looking for some new stuff.
New?
Yeah. And I think I have confidence that JJ will do that.
Well, let us know how you feel about JJ taking on that helm again for the next Star Wars movie. Let us know in the comments. Send us a message. Send us a tweet. Just let us know how you feel. We love hearing from our fans, and getting that creative discourse flowing.
A lot of people are saying welcome back to JJ. Dave said that on Facebook. They seem pretty excited about more Star Wars is good Star Wars.
Good.
Complete
That's how I
everyone.
feel. So
Yeah.
kind of like the iPhone versus Android. Like, hey man, I'm just happy to get some movies. I mean, this is.
Yeah.
There was a time when we felt like there'd be no more. I mean, George Lucas said however many times there wouldn't be, and now we're getting them. So I'm just happy to.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to get movies.
Speaking of space, actual real space
Were we?
news. We were speaking
Okay.
of space. That is where Star Wars takes place. Did you know that?
It was a long time ago.
Okay.
Oh yeah, in the past.
Yeah, let's talk about Cassini. So I do have some notes in front of me that I feel like I'm going to have to read verbatim.
Okay, we're just going to
Everyone
go with
loves
that,
that.
then.
Yeah.
No, but I am going to keep it here. So,
Okay.
Jeff gave a long talk last week.
He did.
Oh, about Cassini?
He did. He's very into Cassini, which is why we must continue to hold the torch. We were not allowed to not talk about
Ooh,
it.
all right. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna.
No, go over
I don't
it.
want to do like another Death Star
Go
on
over
Cassini.
it. No,
No, keep going.
go.
Okay. All right. So this was a joint effort of NASA and the European Space Agency that launched in October of '97. So it's Cassini-Huygens. It left Earth in October of '97. Did flybys for gravity assist purposes of Venus and then Earth and Jupiter on its 7-year travel to Saturn. So in January of '05, it launched Huygens, which is a lander onto Titan, the largest moon of Saturn. Huygens is named after 17th century Dutch astronomer Christian Huygens, who discovered Titan in 1655. So a nice nod there, I like that. This was the first probe to land in the outer solar system. So really the first man-made thing that we landed out there, which is really cool. As it fell to Titan's surface, I thought it was pretty cool how accurate it was. It basically landed exactly where they wanted it to and came to a stop within...
It did such good science.
It did good science. It came to a stop within 10 seconds, like a complete full standstill. It was able to transmit data for 90 minutes back up to Cassini, which was relayed to the Earth. I thought this was interesting. So, you know, we think about what would it be like to live on Mars, or what would it be like to be on the moon, or on any of these other planets or moons.
Every day.
Every day. That's all I think about. And we see the pictures where, you know,
Oh,
they're processed to make it easier for humans, you know,
Right.
bring out the colors and all
Right.
that. But what would it really look like with our eyes if we were on it? And I saw this on the internet. I believe it was on the Wikipedia.
On the Wikipedia.
Yes.
But I thought this was pretty cool. This makes it really easy for me to envision. So the light level on Titan, at least at that time for the 90 minutes when it was sending data, was about 1,000 times dimmer than a full sunlight on Earth.
Right, so pretty dark.
Pretty dark, but 500 times brighter than full moonlight.
Oh.
Okay, so there's your bookends. It's in between full sunlight and full moonlight. So meaning we've all seen it, right? Because we've all seen those two ends of it.
We have all seen the Twilight movie, yes.
That's not what I was getting at.
Oh.
So where is it? It's approximately it had as much brightness as about 10 minutes after sunset on Earth.
So Twilight.
So Twilight.
Hey!
That
Are
just
you Team Saturn or Team Cassini?
Oh my goodness. I'm not answering that question. So
I am Team Cassini all the way.
So for me, that just made it very concrete. Like I can picture that. We've all seen that, and very cool. If you were standing there next to Huygens as it was transmitting, that's how bright it would have appeared to you. And there's just millions of great pictures out there between Huygens and Cassini. You know, check them out on NASA's site and of course elsewhere.
Let's
So
take this moment to talk about our favorite Cassini memories as we play this in memoriam.
oh boy.
Oh boy.
Do I talk
just-
over this, Aaron,
Yes,
or
you sure do.
you're not gonna hum or anything?
So my favorite part about Cassini is its death knell as it slowly sank into the.
All right, wait, we're
atmosphere
getting
of
there. We're getting there.
Saturn.
We're getting there. So, a couple last things to mention. So, you know, it was studying the rings of Saturn specifically and determining the composition of the surfaces and the geological history, which is pretty cool.
Favorite.
The original mission. So this is something cool about NASA missions. The original mission was supposed to end in May of '08, but things were going well. It was capable of going on, so they extended the mission. They extended the mission a few times until until September 2017. So at
It
some
died.
oh boy.
Why do you have to bring this whole fun celebration down, Aaron? Why do you have to do that?
Wait, that was the whole thing? It was just a did it do anything or was
He's
it
been
just
playing Angels by Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah, it's
But I
in
don't
the
know how
arms
much
of
I
an
can get
angel.
away with.
Yeah.
So.
That's great. So when they realized that it would run out of fuel or wouldn't have enough fuel to get out of the general area there, and you know, based on what we know so far about all of the moons, not all of the moons, some of the moons, they could potentially harbor life, or at least, great, ecospheres for life. So they didn't want to leave it there just to, to potentially crash into something. So the plan was to deorbit it into Saturn.
And we did.
So they crashed it into Saturn.
So they crashed it into
on
Saturn.
purpose for science.
Yes.
Okay.
So 110,000 kilometers per hour, which is fast.
That's
Saturn
very
will
fast.
be avenged!
And so today was the day, September 15th. So at 7:55 Eastern this morning, it stopped transmitting. So this is Cassini now. Cassini stopped transmitting as it broke up over Saturn, as expected. So that's a great mission.
Arms of an angel.
Oh, you want to play it again?
No. So 20 years from launch. 1 month shy of its 20-year anniversary, which is pretty cool. Here's my favorite Cassini fact. So it discovered 7 new moons of Saturn during its mission.
That's a lot of moons.
Which is pretty sweet. And even, this one was interesting. I hadn't heard about this one until recently, but it even discovered the possibility, I don't know, I would have to research further, but it seems like right now it's a possibility of a new moon forming in Saturn's ring, in the A ring of Saturn, which is pretty cool.
That's crazy. I thought new moons. Oh boy, there's so many Twilight
It's all
references.
Twilight all the time.
All Twilight all the time.
Sad reacts only.
My favorite memory of Cassini is just how much that little probe loved the Twilight films
All right.
and movies.
All right. Before we make a mockery of science, moving on.
Moving on to more space. Woo!
Yay!
I
I put you in a haunted house trip in space this week.
Ooh,
Oh, is that?
spooky.
Yes. Here I am. In
Hey,
the house.
just pause for 1 second. If anyone has seen this doll move since we started this stream, please let us know in the comments. I am very sure that this doll is haunted. It does seem to move its head and look at me every now and then. It very much creeps me out. I do not like that it does that.
They put it in my office this week with an Annoyatron. It was great.
We
It
did
was
do that.
Child's laughter.
It was perfect. So, more space news. Star Trek Discovery. They released the opening theme music for everyone to sort of get a taste of what's coming on September 24th, which is the release date of Star Trek Discovery, the new Star Trek series coming to CBS All Access. I took a listen to it. I believe Erin's going to play you some right now. It is currently playing. She gave me the thumbs up. I really like it. It's like orchestral. It's got no lyrics, which I like in my like space epics. And listening to
Except Firefly.
Except Firefly. Yeah, you're right. There's
Thank you.
always an exception.
Mhm.
And Twilight, my other space epic that I love. Moving on, it's very like inspiring. I feel like I'm also like going on a space mission, and I think it pays a nice homage to the original Star Trek theme music, and I think it's really nice.
Erin's dancing to.
Club banger.
No, it's not. It's not a club banger, but it is really nice. And so far, the reactions from Star Trek fans and Star Wars fans, I'm sure they liked it too.
Do the audience know that the first time Jeff got on the phone with the Star Trek folks, he referred to it as Star Wars?
I don't think that they did.
I think it was like his second week. Yeah, that's a real
boy.
thing that happened. They loved it.
Well, here at ThinkGeek, we deal a lot in space genres.
We should throw Jeff under the bus more when he's
Yeah,
not
we
here.
should.
Always.
So can that be a
Not
recurring
here.
segment?
So Star Trek, Star Wars, we talk about them a lot, and sometimes you have a little Freudian slip. But I'm sure Star Trek fans, Star Wars fans, everyone seems to like this song. Let us know how you feel in the comments, which I will be checking in just a second.
Amanda did say that Annabelle blinked a few times, but that's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does not have blinking eyes, and the thing about... Oh god, I don't like touching her. I'm gonna use this pen.
No.
The thing about it is... Yeah, no, her eyes don't blink. Amanda,
Amanda.
good watching out. This doll is haunted. We are giving her away at the end of the stream. We will send you this haunted doll, and you can't sue us because we did tell you it was haunted in the first place.
Right. Dave from Facebook says, what do you think about the Klingons' new look in Discovery?
So, if I'm not mistaken, the Klingons are the very Abrams-esque Klingons that we've seen a little bit of in the Star Trek movies. I personally don't have a problem with them. I think
don't remember that part.
Look, when original series came out, we were limited by where like makeup and visual tech was at the time. And I think they did an amazing job with the technology of that time, but we have...
Well, I think there was a big change from TOS to TNG, right? And everybody loves like Worf and the TNG style, and I get it, and that's kind of like classic to a lot of people, but things advance, things move on. Yeah, and I'm kind of cool with it so far. I mean, either they end up being good, meaningful characters, or they don't, but I don't think we need to get hung up in exactly what they look like. I mean, 100 years from now, if, you know, whatever the Star Trek franchise has become, it's not going to look exactly like it does now, and that's okay.
And it's very much in the spirit of Star Trek to always be moving forward and changing and becoming, you know, one with the future. And that means that sometimes things are going to have different looks between generations. And you know what? I respect what they're trying to do. I've loved everything that I've seen of Discovery so far, so I'm really excited.
You got a pretty good look in San Diego.
Yeah, I did. Well. If you would like a behind-the-scenes look at what's coming to Star Trek Discovery, we did a really cool behind-the-scenes look at a Star Trek Discovery exhibit in San Diego. The video is up on our Facebook, our YouTube right now. You can go check it out there. But there's a lot of really cool stuff coming, and I'm excited. It's coming out on September 24th.
Yeah,
so.
not this Sunday, next Sunday.
Yes.
I'll be watching it.
And if you want to give Star Trek Discovery a try, we do have a really cool offer on our website now. If you purchase a commemorative Star Trek Discovery pin that features the ship from the show, you will also get a gift card for CBS All Access, which is the streaming service that's hosting Star Trek Discovery. And that way you can sort of give it sort of a risk-free try.
It makes a good gift too, I think.
Yeah,
if you've got a Star Trek, you know, maybe you're not into it, but it's one of your friends, you know, thing. It makes a nice gift.
Or like if you're gonna watch it with your parents or a friend or something, you can give it to them and give them like a free experience of Star Trek Discovery. So that's a really great offer. Plus you get the commemorative pin. You'll always remember that you were around when Star Trek first premiered, or Star Trek Discovery first premiered.
That's right.
All right, let's go to our Slurp of the week.
Is there music for that?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, there is music for Slurp of the week. My Slurp of the week, I don't know if you can tell. Obviously you can't because of my dulcet tones, but I am still getting over PAX pox, which is an illness that comes around every convention. My throat is pretty rough, and my Slurp of the week this week is cold medicine because that's the only thing that's animating my dead, lifeless corpse.
Yes. Thank you for sitting next to me and breathing all of my air.
You're welcome.
Before I do, my Slurp of the week is a podcast that I love. It's called The Skeptic's Guide to the Universe.
Ooh,
or
tell us.
SGU. What would you like to know about it?
Or don't tell us. I don't know. I'm skeptical.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so they cover, I've been listening to it for probably 10 years. I think it's been going longer than that. Yeah.
It's quite a long
It's a long-running podcast. Yeah, it's great. It's weekly. It comes out on Saturdays. I won't try to name all of the people, but it's about five hosts that are on it. I think they would call themselves like science communicators. They all have different jobs, you know, doctor, you know, etc. But they hit science news from a bunch of different angles. Everything has kind of a skeptical bent to it of sort of, you know, what should we believe? What is it, you know, what is it kind of, how much evidence do we have to believe a certain thing? What stuff should be sort of debunked or looked at more carefully. So I love it. My favorite podcast. And so that's my Slurp of the week.
Nice.
Check it out.
Very cool. All right. We should probably go over what all of these things are on the table. But before we do that, this is kind of your last call to go ahead and sign up for our giveaways. We are giving away this haunted doll right here that I'm not going to touch lest the evil spirit that is inside of it swoops into my body.
It might get rid of your colds.
It might get rid of my colds. Well, pros and minuses. I'm going to stick with my dead lifeless corpse,
Pros and
though.
minuses.
We also have over here Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, the DC Bombshell vinyl figures. The Harley Quinn is a Comic-Con ThinkGeek exclusive, so these are both really interesting, very rare. I did accidentally just touch that doll's head. I don't feel very good. We are giving away these 3 items. Feel free to sign up right now. In the description there is a link for you to fill out and send us your information so we can choose you as a winner. We'll be announcing winners at the end of this show, so be sure to stay tuned. And now, why don't we tell everybody?
I feel like
all
one thing
about
that you
this?
can't see easily is that it's on a bombshell.
Here,
Like,
we're gonna switch to
Okay.
the detail camera.
Just
There we go. That's better.
yeah,
Right on top of the capsules where you can see it. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, there you go.
pretty cool.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Yeah, so she is on an actual bombshell. There we
Very
go.
nice.
So, the first thing that we have this week, we have the ThinkGeek capsule, the third one.
Let's do it.
And this is the last in the current series, so they are still available. We have a few left if you want to get your own after you see what's inside. They are available at thinkgeekcapsule.com. But let's open up this bad boy and see
All
what
right.
happens. And while I'm doing this, you wanna look through
Yeah, you
those
want me to scroll
comments?
through? Should I turn up the volume or?
No,
what was your movie?
definitely do not turn up the volume.
Yes.
All right, capsule 3, you've got this thing that tells you exactly what's in there, but we're about to show it to you, so you don't need that. The spoiler, though, this time, the 13th woman is a doctor. Or no. Sorry, as I was doing this, Aaron was trying to get me to reposition this in a better...
Yeah, you moved it
There
from
we
where
go.
it was perfect.
There we go. And the reason that I Freudian slipped the 13th woman is a doctor is because the 13th doctor is a woman. It works both ways. Maybe she's the 13th woman that... I don't know. Man, I can't save that. That was a mistake. All right, first, we have the retro travel tag. This is like a luggage tag, and it looks like a floppy disk, which I find very funny. And it will certainly make your luggage stand out in the carousel. You also will have received one of a few different pop vinyls. We have the Flash, but I believe you could have gotten a...
I think I saw Superman, a
Yeah,
Batman.
there was some other DC heroes in there.
Justice League, some might say.
Yes, Justice
JLA.
League. Yeah, I'm going to open it up right there. So we've got the Flash, which I'm pretty happy about, and he's going to live on my desk soon. We have a Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them pocket journal. This one says Obliviate and has some embossed, what is that? That is, I think, some sort of wizard-based iconography on there, but it's embossed leather and stamped in gold, and it's really nice, and it's perfect for like carrying around any notes that you may need. As always, we have a collectible pin. So let's open up and see what we got. Because I have not opened up this capsule. I do not know what we got, and I hope that it is a good one. So this time around, we had cats in cosplay as our theme.
Ooh.
Ooh. So...
No, that's right.
Oh, God, that's cute. Okay.
Is it Hermione?
No, that is a Harry Potter cat. You can tell because he's got the little...
Oh, okay, I can
He's got the little scar on the top, but he is really adorable, and that cat is dressed as Harry Potter, and he's going home with me for sure. As always, again, we have a promo code. It has a random amount of ThinkGeek bucks on there that you can redeem online for cold hard cash at thinkgeek.com.
Between $5 and $100.
Between $5 and $100. And then this cool TARDIS-based packaging here,
Ooh.
which I'm definitely going to make into something else. It's going to hold something cool.
Do it.
I don't know what. We have...
Dun, 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 dun,
A
dun.
Doctor
Da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to fan it out there. That is... I don't know if you can see the whole thing.
No, I'm looking at your wide.
Alright, here's the wide one. That is a TARDIS shirt right there. This is a men's large. It's a navy blue shirt with a lighter blue pattern on it. It says the TARDIS, and that has a TARDIS actually printed below that with some cool splatters and accents. It's a really cool, like, subtle Doctor Who shirt, and it's your size.
What do you know?
What do you know?
I like it.
You a big Doctor Who fan?
I have watched some Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I always speak in
Doctor
English.
Where?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
We are getting a lot of comments. I'm enjoying the comments.
All right, what are we hearing? I'm gonna put this
Well,
away.
you know, they're a little all over the place because they covered the last few minutes, but, you know, lots of questions about the con crud and comments about the con crud.
Yeah, boy, sorry about that. If you're
Yes.
listening to our show for any sort of ASMR purposes, I do apologize for my terrible voice because it's not in great shape.
Sam from the internet says, if I win that creepy doll, I'm going to hide it at my brother's house for my nieces to find. Which is
Excellent.
nice.
However, how much do you care about them?
Right.
Just in general, do you mind if they're murdered? Because I'm pretty sure she comes alive at night.
Dave says maybe we should throw a package of Annoyatrons in with it when we send it out, just to bring that to life.
I don't know why he spoils my beautiful plan. That's the whole reason I decided to give her away.
So, the thing about doing that, which I highly support, and if you do win this doll, you should put an Annoyatron in her, especially the one that makes the creepy child laughter.
Yeah.
The thing is, if we mail it to you with the Annoyatron running inside this doll, I am pretty sure that the post office is going to confiscate the package. So I told Erin that she cannot do that, but I want all of you to know that it was a very good idea, and you should do it at home.
April's digging the Halloween cat dress, and so is Kathleen.
Thank you. This is available at ThinkGeek.com right now, and boy am I in the spooky spirit. Also, it glows in the dark.
We're gonna close the thing so I can do a drawing, so just let people know.
Yep. All right, everybody, we are closing the giveaway so we can start working on the drawings while we go over the rest of the things on the table. I hope that you guys entered to win these amazing prizes that we're giving away, especially Annabelle, which I'm not going to touch. How about we explain what this boy is? Would you say he's a Fallout boy?
Yes.
No.
He's a Fallout boy.
Although we do that accidentally half the time. Fallout T60 Power Armor. This is our new statue collection called Modern Icons, statues by ThinkGeek. So this is issue number 1, or V1 of it. Erin, you want it on this screen, or you want it on the other screen, or camera 1,
Here,
camera 2?
I'll hold it down.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, okay.
We planned all this.
We did definitely plan it.
So very cool. So this is, it's 9 inches, if you can tell. High quality limited edition figures that we're going to put out approximately every month or so, give or take. How much would you pay for that, Bianca?
I mean,
say $2 billion.
$2 billion. So here's the thing. I've worked here for a long time. I've been around a lot of really high quality figures. This is a nice, like, hefty statue. It's really well painted. I would say that it would probably be, it looks like it's worth $60.
So $40.
$40.
So we feel like people are going to love it. For $40, this feels like amazing value to me. So I've played some Fallout 4. I really enjoyed it. So this one's appealing to me because, you know, I have that, you know, emotional connection with it as well. But for $40, I mean, this is going to look great on my desk, at home.
He will
or
defend
at
your
work.
desk from death claws and other mutant
Absolutely.
varieties.
That's right. So it's stationary, you know, it's a statue, no points of articulation, solid PVC construction. So we think people are going to love that. We launched that earlier this week and it's been going great so far.
Yeah, so we worked directly with a manufacturer to make this statue, which is why we're able to bring it to you for the price that we are at the quality that it is. You know, we went direct and, like, we were part of the process the whole way. So we're really, really proud of this. And also it's the first in a series. That doesn't mean that the whole series is Fallout. It's going to be from a bunch of different
That's right.
games and movies and whatever. So if you're not a Fallout person, don't worry. We'll have something for you. But we're really excited about this new series. It's a really great value. And it's really high quality for the money that you're paying.
Patrick from the internet says, but wait, there's more. Order within the next 15 minutes and we'll double your order. Which is, that's not true. But
that's not true.
Yes.
And I know that it sounds like we're doing like a terrible pitch, but I promise you, the quality
It's
on this
cool.
thing is really surprising.
We want to share the things. I mean,
And
that's
we're
why
really,
we exist.
Yeah, we're
we
really
want to share the
proud.
stuff with you.
We're really proud of this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. I'm going to talk about those, even though they're on the opposite side of the table, because
Okay.
I don't want to touch that.
Okay.
Alrighty. These are the Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy DC Bombshell vinyl figures. The Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, I believe, are both ThinkGeek exclusive, but the Harley Quinn was a Comic-Con exclusive, so they're both pretty rare. We're really excited about them. The quality is great, and the designs are really adorable. In fact, the black and red Harley Quinn is based on the pinup style artwork of Aunt Lucia. So these have like a history within DC itself, and they're really adorable. Poison Ivy is very new. We launched her this week. We're giving away one of each of these, so stay tuned. In just a minute we'll announce it. But if you did not win, they are both available at ThinkGeek.com, and they're an excellent addition to any collection. and now you're going to touch that doll and get haunted for your life.
It's just a doll, guys. It's just a doll. Do we talk about that one enough? Or
So that is a doll, but is the vessel for an evil, malicious spirit that is going to kill you. And that's fine.
So 18-inch prop replica.
Oh, the
of
way that
Annabelle.
she's so floppy. Oh, I hate it.
It's ugly as intended.
No, I mean, it does exactly what you want it to do, which is be very creepy all the time. Oh, she sits up on her own because she does have a spirit in her. Or bones. Maybe she has real bones inside. I don't know.
Rooted hair. What is rooted hair?
This
is not my area of expertise.
Yeah, I took that directly from the product description. It specifically says she has rooted hair, which I'm sure has a meaning.
Like it has taken root?
But I am pretty sure that means that that's where the spirit lives, is in the hair.
All right.
And what does that mean? That makes it sound so much creepier. It makes her sound like she has real human hair, which
I think it is.
we can't confirm or deny. I mean,
It's not. I don't think it's human hair.
it doesn't have human hair, but like,
It's the way it's attached to her skull is what really.
the thing is, it's creepy. Just like everything else about that doll. And it's perfect because it's a prop replica of a doll from The Conjuring and Annabelle. And I had to look at that because I'm a big wuss and I don't watch horror movies.
I don't do a lot of horror myself. I feel you. I am also a big wuss.
So we'll be giving her away, in fact, very soon. In fact, right now, as long as Aaron is ready. Aaron, are you ready for us?
I am so ready.
You're
for
so ready. Alrighty.
Alright.
Hit us with those names. Who won?
Aaron B.
Aaron B.
won the Poison Ivy.
Ooh.
Figure.
Ooh. Oh, she's very excited about going home with you.
Yay. Laura S.
Laura S.
won the Harley Quinn.
Right there. Harley Quinn. Laura S. Congratulations.
And then Karen G.
Oh, I am going to touch this doll.
won
Here we go.
Annabelle. And Karen, we can work out if you also want a pack of annoy drops.
Look, so I cannot reiterate enough this like soft like body physics that she has.
It's uncomfortable.
It's
Soft
very
body physics.
It's very
Can we get that in the product copy, please?
Soft body physics.
So Amanda has enlightened us. As you might expect, she says it's embedded in the head, not a wig, which you can tell from up close here. It's not like sitting on the surface. Kathleen says her hair is in her scalp.
Yes.
Like most of ours.
Here's the thing.
Not mine.
I think it's more referring to, Aaron just...
I've been doing it a lot.
Aaron did just flash up what the doll looks like from it. I'm pretty sure rooted refers to the fact that there is a spirit rooted inside this doll, and it is going to come out at night and kill you. I'm sorry for whomever won this doll, but now you have this, and we're very sorry.
Forever.
Forever.
You can't get rid of it.
Literally, you cannot burn it or do anything to it because she will not die. All right, I think that's been our whole show. Thank you guys so much for watching. To those of you who won things, congratulations. We will be back next Friday for another ThinkGeek This Week, maybe with more free stuff, who knows. Aaron is showing you my beautiful art that I made. Again, we are going to work on making that into an officially licensed TM poster for Hellboy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with my terrible cold voice. And we will see you next week. Have a good weekend.
I want to say thank you, too, to all the commenters. Great to see all the comments, and I think we'll try to incorporate that more into the show as we go. So thanks for all the comments, guys.
All right, thank you, guys, and have a great weekend.